Champions Cup medals awarded this past weekend in Texas, plus college water polo rivalries take place in California, and much more on a brand new counterattack. Hi everyone, Greg Mescall here. Thanks for joining us on the Counterattack. We start first in Houston, Texas. The 2019 Champions Cup medals awarded in our annual 14 and under National Championship event. To Texas we go with all the highlights. Boys first place division, Vanguard meeting Newport, SoCal battle. Back-to-back goals from Newport's Peter Castillo opened the first, followed by three answers from Vanguard, courtesy of Ryder Dodd, Christian Hammonds, and Alexander Opria to go in front 3-2. And then an unexpected long-range attempt from Dodd puts the team in blue in front 5-3. Second half of the period, it's all Vanguard as Hammonds rises and fires. Then Jay Pyle makes a big stop in cage. Ty Hansberger and Tift are back to work for Newport. They get their team's 7th and 8th goals of the match. Each goalie would snag one more save, but Vanguard's going to take it on this day. Top of the podium, gold medal. They win it 11-8. Post-game fun, Ryder Dodd, Ethan Spoon about the win.
I mean, it was great. We kind of played as a team most of the game. I mean, we had a few mistakes, but we worked it through.
I think we really worked hard. Our defense was on point, and our offense was solid.
Girls first place division, SoCal and Northwood. This one came down to the wire. SoCal's Rachel Hamilla and Northwood's Kyla Pranajaya opened this gold medal game with gold medal saves. Big time work from the keepers early in the first. Then Hadley Harbillis beats a defender, finds the back of the net. We're all even at 1. Let's move ahead now, third quarter, where things are tied at 4. Northwood starts to run away with this one. First, Samantha Kim rockets a shot in, then Isabella Calderon and Molly Wilkerson find the back of the net, giving Northwood the 7-4 lead. But hang on, don't count out SoCal just yet. Peyton Pearson sends a powerful shot in. That's alliteration. Then we get it over to Hannah McClaskey and Gabriella Graniello. Graniello goes cross cage. We're tied at 7. Then Northwood's Urkov back with a hat trick to tie the game at 8. It all came down to a 5-meter shot awarded to SoCal. Pearson again steps up and converts. SoCal, 2019 champions of the Champions Cup, gold medalists. Post-game, Pearson about the team bonding at the Champions Cup in Texas.
It was just very exciting and hard to believe that we just won. I think it's just a fun experience for everyone. It's definitely a team bonding experience and helped us get really close with the team.
Boys third place action, Greenwich taking on San Diego Shores. Jack Delane goes for 2 and gives the East Coast squad a 2-1 advantage, followed by this from teammate Jack Walker, blocking another San Diego attempt. Greenwich doing it on both ends. Oles back to work in the second with an impressive backhand shot. His quick moves putting Greenwich up 7-3. And then Walker shutting down one last attempt from the California squad. It's 10-3 for the Connecticut guys at halftime. San Diego's Panettiere back with a quick redirect on the dish from Cole Harmon early in the fourth, but Delane would respond, bringing the score up in favor of Greenwich, 11-4. San Diego's Justin Stone going for 2 in a row here, just a stone's throw away. After Greenwich adds another goal, Stone gets a hat trick by the way of a 5-meter penalty shot. Greenwich takes this one, bronze for the Connecticut team. They win it 13-8. Post-game, we chatted with Thomas Ewald about why he's so proud of his team.
So it was a lot of fun. We played against SD Shores, who's a very top club, and we managed to pull off a victory, which was really nice. I was proud of our team because we came together really well. We played as a team, and everyone did their part to improve the team and help us win.
Girls third place match, Santa Barbara 805, San Diego Shores. It's all Santa Barbara in the first half as they go for 3 straight from Layla Simchak, Lucy Holland Ford, and Abigail Weber. Shores trying to get in the groove, but Santa Barbara keeper Megan Garner not having it, makes the block. Then Simchak and Addison Parrish, they get Santa Barbara's 5th and 6th goals. Then San Diego gets on the board when Kendall Wire shoots through defenders. Then San Diego gets back in the action with a penalty shot from Hadley Hall. They trail 7-2. With 17 seconds left on the clock, Jalen Davies will skip a low shot in, bringing the SoCal squad's tally up to 3. They'll get no closer. Santa Barbara, your bronze medalists in the girls' division. Afterwards, Layla Simchak about the game and her time in the Lone Star State.
We all played very well. We tried our best and it paid off and we won third. It was amazing. It was super fun. We had a lot of team bonding. We had some great food, I know that. We all love food very much and we just hung out and we had a blast.
And again, congrats to all of our medalists, and also congrats to our annual Sportsmanship Award winners. All of the athletes pictured here recognized for their outstanding displays of sportsmanship this past weekend in Texas. And now we turn back to the West Coast and college water polo, as two classic rivalry matches were taking place this past weekend in California, both televised on the Pac-12 network. First in LA, you had the crosstown splashdown. It was USC taking on UCLA. And as we have noted every week on this program, just when you think you know who the best team in men's college water polo is, someone else says, not so fast. What happened this past weekend in LA? It was USC upsetting UCLA. The Bruins were the #1 team in the country. Not anymore after USC goes into Westwood, picks up the big victory, and then we go from there to Northern California. They call it the Big Splash. Stanford and Cal getting together. There'd be no upset this time around. Stanford, after losing to USC, looking to get back to the #1 spot in the land, probably got it done with this effort. A dominant showing against Cal, and who else but Big Ben Hallock. He scored 8 goals. Here are all of them. Early on, Bennett Williams to Ben Hallock, and then Bennett Williams to Ben Hallock. Then it's 5-2 Stanford. Quinn Woodhead to Ben Hallock. You get the idea. 6-2. How about this play? A.J. Rossman to Ben Hallock. It's stopped. Parker Killian tries backhand. That's saved, and Hallock is right there to clean it up and put it away. Moving right along, Tyler Abramson, the lefty, he and Hallock connected all morning long in this win over Cal. Here making it 10-3, then not long after on the power play, making it 11-6. Here's the power move from Hallock. You cannot leave him single covered or perhaps even double covered. He makes it 13-7, and then Dylan Woodhead to Hallock to finish things off 14-7. Dominant effort by the Cardinal, likely again ahead of the college rankings this week as we get down to the very end of the regular season coming this weekend. Playoffs are on the way. Speaking of the end of the regular season, Harvard, they finished their regular season this past weekend. Perfect, 27-0. Highlights here via Harvard Water Polo's Twitter account. They closed out the regular year with wins over Brown and MIT, 27-0. They will head into the postseason in the Northeast with a perfect record, looking to get back to the NCAA tournament. And from there, we go to the Cap 7 college scoreboard and the Golden Coast Conference. It's like that party that's gotten out of control and no one knows how it's going to end. Pepperdine over Long Beach State, 10-9. UC Davis, 2 goals better than UC San Diego, 9-7. To the SCIAC, Whittier and Pomona Pitzer, 2 teams vying for the Division III championship. More on that in a moment. Whittier takes it 7-5, and then back east, not a football score, but GW over Wagner 24-15. Water polo on TV coming up in a couple of weeks. MPSF third place and first place matches on the Pac-12 network this November 24th, starting at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. Postseason berth on the line, likely at-large implications on the line as well. Make sure you tune into the Pac-12 network on November 24th. Now let's talk collegiate championships, and first up, the USA Water Polo Division III National Championship, first year of this USA Water Polo sponsored event, and we know it'll be taking place in the state of California, hosted by a SCIAC school. We know 2 teams that have already punched their tickets, Johns Hopkins and MIT, waiting to see what 2 schools from the SCIAC will represent, but the SCIAC will play host in this first year. Live streaming coverage will be available this December 7th and 8th. And then from there, you'll head north on the very same weekend to the University of the Pacific, where the NCAA Men's Water Polo Championship will be decided. Semifinals Saturday, finals on Sunday, all the action streamed live at ncaa.com. So come December 8th, we'll have a Division III and NCAA champion crowned. Now we turn to high school water polo, and high school state champions continue to be crowned around the country. The latest out to Hawaii, we'll give you one guess. Yep, it was Punahou. They won again, one of the most dominant high school programs in the country. They defeated Kamehameha 10-9 to claim their latest title. More high school state champs to be crowned later this year. Now we turn to the USA men's national team and their series with Serbia. Dates and locations have been announced. All the action will begin December 18th at Cathedral Catholic High School in San Diego at 7 p.m. From there, December 20th to Torrance, the training facility that the men currently call home, And then they close out the series in Santa Barbara at Dos Pueblos High School with a 1 p.m. matinee on December 22nd. Tickets available for all 3 matches now at usawaterpolo.org. And USA Water Polo members, make sure you check your email. A special members-only code sent out to get a discount on all tickets to the USA Men's versus Serbia series. And then at the very same time, across the country, Princeton, New Jersey will play host to the USA Women's National Team and the Holiday Cup. Free admission to every single match from December 16th through the 21st. Live coverage available as well. We hope everyone in the Northeast comes out to cheer on the USA women as they make a rare trip to Princeton for the Holiday Cup this December. And now we close things out with a sad note for the water polo community, the passing of William Willett Jr. And if that name seems familiar to you water polo fans, it's because that's the same name of one of the biggest aquatic facilities in the water polo world in Irvine, California. Originally the Heritage Park Aquatic Facility, named after William Willett Jr. For all that he did for the city of Irvine, our thoughts are with the Willett family and friends during this difficult time. And now the end of our program and our social media send-off, brought to you by Cobian, where we bring the best of the water polo world on the internet to you, the water polo fan. And we start first with our winner of a free pair of Cobian sandals. Remember, just comment on a USA Water Polo Instagram post and you might win. Here's this week's winner. Congrats to Gabriel Holleran, pumped to watch the USA Men's National Team this December, and we'll be doing so in a brand new pair of Cobian sandals. Congrats, Gabriel, for your comment and for entering to win. From there on to the rest of the social media send-off, back to Houston. If you missed it on our Twitter account, you have to see it again. Check out this slow-mo redirect from the Santa Cruz Waxum from high above the University of Houston Aquatic Facility. Great-looking goal there. And from there, Cammie Craig, the 3-time Olympian, was back east teaching some water polo to the St. Benedict's water polo team in New Jersey. Hope to see that whole team out of the Holiday Cup in December. Back west to Arizona, where KGUN9 sports reporter Natalie Tarangioli. She's also a Masters water polo player, enjoying some time in the pool at a recent event. Academic All-American recognition for athletes around the country, including Andrew McDaniel. And his dad is very proud, sharing the certificate on his Twitter account, H2O Polo Dad 2020. He is hyped for his son and the Academic All-American patch that was sent out. Flop Friday, it's back. Villanova getting ready for their spring season coming up and sharing their Flop Friday. First flopper here, I think, was the best. And then last but not least, we showed you 8 goals from Ben Hallock earlier in the show. Here's a little bit of the recent feature that was done by the Stanford Athletics Department. You can watch the full thing at the Stanford MWP Twitter account.
Before I came to Stanford, obviously played a good amount with the national team, which was great preparation for what college water polo would be like. Representing your country at the high stage, especially at the Olympics, was something that I dreamed about ever since I watched the men's U.S. team win silver in 2008.
So there it is, the best of water polo on the internet this week. Thanks for all your submissions. That's all for this week's episode of The Counterattack. Thanks so much for joining us. And don't forget, when you're on The Counterattack, even if you've already had 8 goals, look weak side.